When you go to graph it, you have two options. And so you're going to need to take the sign and you flip it. So right here, this is what we got. Okay, for our other option being -9, we're going to flip it. Okay, we flip that sign and we make it a -9. Ooh, sorry. Okay, and so now this is go ahead and ready to be graphed. There's really no steps to it. This is we're just practice on flipping and changing the sign. Okay, so on our +9, is that going to be open or closed? Closed. Okay, we did that yesterday. Okay, so we got 9 and 9. They're both going to be closed. And now it's a matter of which way do they point. And they're same thing as yesterday. They're going to look like an and or an or based on your reading. Okay, so the first one, this says V is what? Greater than the +9. So it's going to be going this way. So which way do you think the other arrow is going to be going? The other way, okay? Looking like an or, okay? And this one's going to say V, there's really a V here. Okay, V is less than -9, which is going to be going this way. Okay, now, not all of them are going to be pointed out. You have to read it. Some are going to be pointed in, some are going to be pointed out. Okay? So if we were to look at this one, we got, that's the first one they gave us. Okay, for our second one, we got this. We're going to flip it and make it a negative. Okay, so are those going to be solid dots or open dots? Solid dots on 3 and -3. Okay, and now it's a matter of reading it. Okay, so X is what? Greater than 3, so that's going to be going this way. So what's going to be going on with the other one? It's going to go the opposite way. Okay, and again, it depends which way these are pointed, so don't think that they're always going to look like that or, okay, aka pointed out. Okay, so this one, and you don't have to write all this stuff out, okay? You can leave it just like this, flip it, and make it a negative. Okay, so on the 8s, are they going to be open or closed?
Open.
Open. And open. Okay, this says P is what? Less than 8. So which way is that going to go?
Less.
To the left. So is this going to look like an and or an or?
And.
Yeah. Okay, and you can also read this one that says P is greater than -8, which would be going this way. That's how it's an and. Okay, look at 7. Now, there's an operation in there. Okay, so as long as the bars are by themselves, meaning nothing's in front of these bars, like right here or right here between the sign, then we can go ahead and flip and make it a negative, and then we solve. Okay, and there's nothing on the outside of the bars today. Okay, so, and I'm going to write this down here. Okay, I got -10x. Okay, is less than or equal to 100. Okay, so we're going to flip it and make it a -100. And now we can solve these equations by dividing all of them by -10. Okay, and if I do it to one equation, I got to do it to the other equation. Okay, so we're going to get x. Now, this one's kind of tricky because when you divide by a negative, what do you need to do? Flip. So you almost got to double flip it. Okay, so we need to flip this one. What is 100 divided by -10? 1. -10. Okay, this one, we also need to flip it. And so this one's going to be +10. Okay, so on the 10s, are they going to be open or closed?
Closed.
Closed. Okay, this says x is what? greater than negative 10. So which way is this going to go?
All right.
To the right. So is this going to be an and or an or? Huh? It's going to be an and. Can I scroll? Okay, there's nothing on the outside of the bars. Okay, so we're gonna flip it. I'm just gonna write it down here. Okay, we're gonna flip our sign and make it a negative. Okay, and then what do we need to do? Divide by 6. Okay, on all of these pieces, divide by 6. Do I need to flip my sign? No. What is 54 divided by 6? 9 and negative 9.
What is that beside that?
Where?
You're talking about 54.
Hmm?
Beside, yeah.
That's my sign. What are you talking about? Why are you hating on my writing?
It's a little squiggly.
Okay, are these gonna be open or closed dots? Closed. Okay, now make sure you count because these go by 4. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. This would be a 10, so the 9 should be here. Okay, this says A is what? Less than positive 9. So which way am I going? To the left. Okay, is this an and or an or? And. Okay, 11, I got P over 2 is greater than 1. We're going to flip the other one and make it a negative. Okay, and then how do I solve this? We're going to multiply by 2. Okay, this says P over 2, that means divide, so we're going to multiply everything by 2. So we get P. 1 times 2 is 2, and then we're going to get negative 2. Okay, are those going to be open or closed? Open. Okay, this says P is what? Greater than 2. So which way is this going to go?
To the right.
To the right. Is this going to be an and or an or?
Or.
Or. Okay, so those are all the 1 steps. On the very first page, it's considered 1 through 6 is no steps, right? You just change it and correct it. Okay, then we have 1 steps, and now we're going to start on 2 step. Okay, so same thing as before. Write your equation down. Okay, you're going to flip the second one and make it a negative. Okay, what needs moved first? Huh? The 10. Okay, how do I move that 10? Subtract 10. So you're going to subtract 10 from all these pieces. $18 minus 10? 8. Negative 18 minus 10? negative 28. Okay, and then what?
Right.
Divide by negative 4. Do we need to flip?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so this is going to be, what is negative, or 8 divided by negative 4? Negative 2. Okay, and this one you also need to flip. Negative 28 divided by 4. 7. Okay, are those the same? What do you notice on all the other ones? They're the same, right? You got 8 and negative 8. 7 and negative 7. Okay, but that's not always the truth, when, especially when you're dealing with two-step. Okay, and that's fine. You can have it just like this, but they still should be either pointed both out or both in. Okay, so on the negative 2 and 7, should they be open or closed? Closed. So find your negative 2, closed, and the 7 is closed. X is what?
Greater than.
Less than negative 2. So which way is that going to go?
To the left.
To the left. Okay, and you can read this one if you want. X is greater than 7. Okay, so that one's going to be going this way. Okay, sorry because I apparently did not leave enough room. Okay, we're going to flip it and make it a negative. Okay, what's going to be our first thing we need to do? Minus 4. Okay, so we're going to get 4a on that side. What is 4 minus 4? 0. Negative 4 minus 4. Negative 8. Okay, and then what? Divide by 4. Okay, and then divide every piece by 4. Do we need to flip? No. Okay, 0 divided by 4. 0. Negative 8 divided by 4. Negative 2. Are they going to be open or closed? Closed. So we got 0 is closed and negative 2 is closed. Okay, this says A is what? Greater than 0. So which way is that going to go on the 0? Huh? To the right. Okay, and then this one says A is less than negative 2. Okay. Should you ever get stuff that overlaps? Like, should this one ever go this way? No. Okay? Because then that's not true. Some things are true for the 2 and not for the 0. Okay? So that's not an option. Okay? They're either both going to be pointed in or they both are going to be pointed out. Okay? There's no in between. If you get something like that, then it's not right. Okay, last one. What's the first thing you should do? Before that. Write it down, okay. Okay, now what? Okay. Then what? Put it as a negative. Now what? Add 2 to everything. Okay, we're gonna get 4x. 10 plus 2. Negative 10 plus 2. Negative 8. Divide 4 by each one. Do I need to flip? 12 divided by 4. 3. Negative 8 divided by 4. Negative 2. Okay, that's going to be open or closed? Closed. Okay, take a second for yourself and read it. Is that going to be pointed in or out? What's it going to be? What's it say? X is less than 3. So which way is that going to go? Okay. So it's going to be going this way. So it's going to be pointed in. Okay, you guys have 9 to do.